Hey there, adventurers! In today's adventure, we're here at Universal Epic Universe. We're going to check out all 5 of the lands, try to see how much rides we can get done today. So let's go ahead and have a great day adventure. Now, next up, we're actually heading into Dark Universe. Dark Universe is home to 2 attractions, Monsters Unchained and Curse of the Werewolf. There's plenty of Universal monsters lurking around, and there's plenty of experiences that you can find only in Dark Universe, where monsters reign this area and darkness comes around. Excuse me, are you okay? Hello there.
What did you say?
Oh, I was just wondering if you were okay.
My wellness is none of your concern.
Okay.
Stay in your lane.
I will, sir.
Bound to get yourself
Okay.
in trouble here.
Alright then.
It's important that you know.
Alright.
Asking me what I'm doing is out of line.
Okay, sir.
Get out of my face.
Have a great day. Alright, pro tip. Don't mess with him. So, besides encountering him, we're now here at Dr. Victoria Frankenstein's manor with Monsters Unchained Frankenstein experiment. And in all honesty, this is one of the best rides here at Universal because you're touring the manor and Dr. Victoria Frankenstein invites you to see her latest experiments until Dracula escapes, and all of the monsters do as well. I think right now, when it comes to this attraction, let's head inside. Now I know, yes, we're going to be doing single rider line again, and in this whole section, I kind of want to test it out since I never did it before, and I'm interested in it. And now it's time we put our loose articles in here again with the camera. That's a terrible picture. We're going with it. Whoa. We just got off of Monsters Unchained, and I'm not gonna lie to you all. I'm very tempted to call this the best ride at Universal only because I am a Horror Nights fan, and as a horror fan and Universal Monsters fan, this ride is absolutely near perfection because this is an amazing ride where the theming with the castle, one of the best queues of all time. There's also the ride itself, amazing, as it has so many incredible special effects, animatronics, and a great storyline that both honors Universal Monsters history while being original as itself. And I think if you're not a huge horror fan, if you don't want to get too scared, this ride may not be for you. Plus, I do know that there is some people who have motion sickness, so there's that. But for me, I don't get motion sick and I was fine on it. But overall, near perfect ride. Now next door there is the Blue Dragon Pan Asian restaurant. Now there is big plates like the chicken cow soy, crispy fried snapper, crispy orange chicken, beef and broccoli. There's even noodles and rice as well, as this is one of the newer restaurants here, and this is another fine dining restaurant similar to Atlantic. as it is right nearby this massive Helios Grand Hotel. Like, holy cow. Now if we head inside, wow. This is so amazing, look at that. We can also see Apollo shooting his arrow and many of the rooms as well. Also, I really love how there is like post-it notes with the happy grand opening epic, we heart Universal Orlando TMs, and that's just perfect. And props to everyone for what I think to be is a perfect opening weekend so far. Also, during the day and at night, there is a special fountain show that happens where they have music from Universal Monsters, How to Train Your Dragon, Wizarding World, Celestial Park, and Nintendo. I love this fountain show because it's so cool seeing the fountains, especially since they can go up to over 100 feet with the middle one. Oh my goodness, look at how high it is. And now we're heading into the Ministry of Magic portal. As we can see, there's a quote saying, "For in dreams we enter a world that is entirely our own." And this is actually themed to both 1920s Fantastic Beasts Paris and 1990s British Ministry, where it's set after the events of Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows. And for the most part, we're heading inside as there is actually time turner that is made as you're actually heading back in the time. And if you actually hear it, there's some clicking sound. We are now entering into the world of Fantastic Beasts. As soon as we're heading in here, there is the giant Paris. As all these buildings are so tall that it's actually taller than the tallest building in Diagon Alley, where the tallest building in Diagon Alley is actually the smallest building in Ministry of Magic. That's how insane it is. Also, what in the world? Hello there. Yeah. Oh, attention to the camera. You should probably leave it alone quickly. In the middle there is Le Cirque Inconnu. This is a show where you enter into a circus as Newt Scamander's Fantastic Beasts are all captured and taken as you watch the show come alive with special effects and performers, including puppetry as well. And from what I heard, this is an absolutely amazing show. We will definitely be watching. I want to also note that filming inside the show is strictly prohibited, so we won't be filming, but we will be seeing this. Well, fortunately, we did have a technical difficulty 2/3 of the show, and you know, before we get into all that, I thought for what I saw so far, it was absolutely amazing. I mean, I think the performances, the effects, all that worked really well. And I think if you're a big fan of Fantastic Beasts, from what I saw at least again, I think it is worth watching. Unfortunately though, when we were 2/3 way in the show and when I thought the show was getting really good, unfortunately there was some technical difficulties that they were unable to fix, and unfortunately it looks like the show is canceled. But if you're ever evacuated from a show, you will be given these special express passes. So cool. This is actually the smallest animatronic Universal's ever made. Like, how are you doing that? You guys, I'm impressed by a few things. I'm blown away by that small thing. Like, how do they do that? Now, I'm actually going to do a little test today because I'm actually going to try and ride Battle at the Ministry. I'm hoping that we don't get delayed or there's any problems. Hello. Oh, darn. Well, love how they have a water cart area right here. So, a little update about Battle at the Ministry. They actually got rid of their virtual queue line system now. You can use standby. Great news, especially for someone like me who has no time and who doesn't want to go through the hassle of technology. Wow. Alright, so I actually just met Chris from Provost Park Pass. Incredible guy. Highly recommend you watch his videos since they're great. But now, the purpose of this whole single rider line test is to see if we can actually go on ride with single rider. And I'm hoping this actually works, or else this will be the biggest failure since my first video. Now again, you will be skipping most of the queue, so unfortunately if the queue is something you wanted to see, then unfortunately you will be skipping most of that. You will be seeing the front area, but single rider line, as always, you will be split up within your party. So if you want to ride a family, then unfortunately you can't do that. If you also want to go on front row or choose a row, you can't, unfortunately. And then now, all we need to do is wait. I'm absolutely speechless because, oh my goodness, so impressed by how it is. Battle at the Ministry may as well be my favorite ride of all time because, man, oh man, that ride is so good when it works. Because there's a lot of immersive technology where it uses the screens and practical effects perfectly. As you have all the characters with Harry, Ron, Hermione, Higgledy, and Umbridge herself, where Mila Staunton has reprised for a role from Harry Potter films, I should mention. And really with everything, the queue is the best in the world. It is absolutely amazing. From the technology, the forced perspective, the animatronic with Higgledy. Even though I didn't go in the queue this time around, there's also the whole storyline where the queue immerses you into the world where they're preparing for a trial of Umbridge until eventually Umbridge escapes on the ride itself. Bit spoiler warning, but still. And then you have to go through the Ministry magic, and they use the Ministry to its full advantage. It's just ever impressive, as I just love everything about the ride. The ride is near perfection. I think the only tiny thing that it does not do well is probably the finale animatronics with the faces. Next up, there is the Untrainable Dragon Show, one of the most popular shows here at Epic Universe. And honestly, I'm so excited because there is a lot to love about the show. In the show, Hiccup and his villagers found an untrainable dragon, but the question is, can he actually be trained in this 20-minute long musical show? Hello? They also have Express, and from what I'm hearing, this is probably the best show to watch out for. So, let's go ahead and see.
Hello, Vikings. The Dragon Hatchery celebration is unable to continue. Chieftain Hiccup asks that you all head toward the nearest exit as directed by one of our fellow hatchery assistants.
So we just got out of the untrainable dragon now. Unfortunately, it got canceled, just like the Circar Canoe. When it comes to the untrainable dragon, it is so far, when I watched the show, for however long I watched it, thought it was absolutely an amazing production. The performers killed it. There's also a lot of great props and sets as well, and the screens as well, really blended together with the environment. I wish I watched the rest of the show because I would love to know more, but that's a next time thing. Look at this whole view. I mean, I love this park so much. I love it. And there's also the Super Nintendo World portal inside. You can enter into Super Nintendo World. So let's head inside the tube. Next up, we're going to head inside Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. On this attraction, you are racing against Team Bowser on Team Mario, as this augmented reality ride simulates you through a racetrack as you head inside and try to defeat Team Bowser. We're actually going to do standby, so let's head inside. We'll admit this is a long queue inside. Holy cow. There's also Toadstool Cafe out here. There's all sorts of Nintendo themed food. Here they have starters, salads, burgers, spaghetti meatball, a pizza bowl, fireball challenge, desserts like the black tiramisu, kids menu, and beverages as well. And we have our very own Mario burger here. It looks very interesting. Let's take off. We'll go ahead and give this a try now. I think my biggest mistake may be leaving on the mushrooms, but even then, I think the Mario burger is really tasty. It kind of tastes like almost a crusty burger, but like a Big Mac with mushrooms, and I like it. I actually think it's pretty good, and I think now we're going to go ahead, quickly devour this, and see where we can go, because we have only less than an hour, so I think overall, the food here at Toadstool Cafe, delicious from what I tried. And before we leave Epic Universe, we're going to see a finale show, which is the Cosmos Fountain Show at 9:50 p.m. It's going to be happening 10 minutes before park close, as this is Epic Universe's way of a kiss goodnight. And we're going ahead and watch it. And that is going to be a wrap on our day here at Epic Universe. I mean, either way, I feel like today was epic, and I think that is going to be a wrap for adventure here. Let me know in the comments down below, are you coming to Epic Universe? And if so, what are you most excited for? I'd love to know, and as always, until next time, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day.